minutes after 7, and the show is Geek Squad. Well, it's an exciting evening because the iPhone 11, the iPhone 11 Pro, the iPhone 11 Pro Max were just announced. And it sort of ties into what we're going to discuss this evening. Before we get to that, I'd like to acknowledge my producers, Dela Glanu, Abeku Sankofi, Dennis Fairboy, and then the guy who streams us and puts us live on Facebook. If you're watching us on Facebook, that's Selwyn. So today we're talking about your phones, your gadgets. You buy these phones for so much money. The iPhone 11 was just announced for, a starting price of about $1,000.
Well, that's a 11 Pro.
Yeah, and then the 11.
11 was it 749 or 849? I don't remember.
So in Ghana money.
Plenty.
Yes. I remember when the iPhone 10 came out, what people call the iPhone X, an iPhone XS, 10S, and the 10S Max. I remember someone bought one for about 8,000 Ghana cedis. Now, the first question I asked was, do you use your phone to the fullest potential? Do you use all that 8,000 Ghana cedis worth of your phone? So that's the question I'm asking you guys tonight. Those who are looking to buy the iPhone 11, 11 Pro, 11 Pro Max, those who are looking to buy the latest Samsung, those who are looking to buy the latest Huawei, and I'm talking the expensive phones, do you use the phone to the maximum of what you paid for? You paid 6,000 Ghana cedis. Are you using all that 6,000 worth of phone?
To the max.
Are you using 8,000 worth of phone? Are you using, in some cases, 10,000 worth of phone? And those who hold both phones, like those who want best of both worlds, you have an Android, you have an Apple. Do you use best of both worlds? So today it's going to be a very interactive show. I want you guys to call in, and we're going to ask you, what do you use your phone for? And we're going to ask you if you knew what your phone could do. And this came up because someone came to me with an S10 that, hey, I got a new phone and I want to know, what can it do? First question I asked, why did you buy it?
It is.
Is it a decoration?
Besides the camera.
I mean, it's a very interesting thing because I was going through series. I'm looking to buy a new phone, and I go through many steps.
Pause. Michael, he's looking to buy a new phone.
Oh, gee.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Welcome to the modern world, especially when new phones have been released into the market.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I'm the one who uses the full potential of my phone till it is begging to be put to the grave.
Which is why he needs a new device now, ladies and gentlemen, because he did put that tablet into the grave.
Yeah, I did. 6 years. 6 years straight.
6 years. That's the longest I've ever heard someone use a phone. I haven't used a phone for more than 6 months before.
No, you see now on a different end of the spectrum.
Now, just a segue, it would interest you listeners to know that Spikey is the one who chose the song you listened to beforehand. And it makes me wonder if he is making plans for a certain damsel with a colorful name. Violet, wherever you are.
Segue into this.
No, Violet, wherever you are, call us and tell us what phone you use.
Yeah, Violet.
Yeah, we haven't heard from you in a long time.
The sense of direction, Winston, is just amazing.
Absolutely amazing.
Okay.
So the numbers to call are 0302-216-541. You call, you tell us which phone you're using, and you tell us what you use your phone for. As the most exciting thing that you discovered your phone could do. Don't tell us that you discovered your phone was waterproof.
Which is a very interesting thing.
Or you can send us a WhatsApp message if you're not in Ghana, or if you're watching us on Facebook, you can comment 0244340437 on WhatsApp and Telegram, or you can call 0302-216-541. So you call, you tell us what phone you're using. If you think you're using your phone to its maximum potential, or if you think you're not, and you want us to give you some tips on what your phone could do, we can give you that. So now, I personally, I'm emancipated. Yeah.
Yes.
Tell us about your liberating experience.
Yes, I am so liberated right now. So I've had a Note 9 before when it came out, and I got another one. Reason being that you guys are always teasing me because of my laptop. It's a huge,
your rig.
My portable rig. It's a 21-inch
Define portable.
Predator.
Define portable in this context.
Well, I have a video of you two carrying it.
Yes.
with a lot of effort, ladies and gentlemen. That thing was heavy. We got a workout for the week done.
Yes,
with that.
close to getting hernia.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, it's that heavy.
Anyways,
It is good for keeping my pickup
can
from
I finish
floating
my
away.
story?
Okay, sorry.
So, the Note 9 has a feature called Samsung DeX, which essentially converts your phone into a computer.
Yeah.
So all I had to do was connect it to a monitor, get a wireless keyboard and a mouse. I could actually use a wired keyboard if I have a dock and a mouse. And then now I have a full working desktop experience with my phone. So I come to work with a very little satchel and my phone, and I just connect it to my monitor and I'm working. And today's day 2 since I started that.
Sounds
And
good.
trust me, I haven't been found wanting. If there's anything that I need to do that is intense, because I have sometimes to edit stuff on Photoshop and the rest, and then so I use
Interesting enough, I also had a Note 9,
yeah.
and I was going to do this test just to see if it was effective or something you could actually do, and my laptop actually broke. So I ended up using DeX setup for about 3 months.
and trust me, it's very efficient.
Yeah.
So I feel I'm using my phone to its maximum potential. It's my phone, it's my computer.
Yes.
I edit documents, Excel, everything on my phone.
So you feel like
I
how
feel
much
I'm
how much
using-
do you get your phone for again?
You know me, I don't buy phones.
Okay. Oh wow, you don't?
No,
That's
I don't buy
Michael.
phones.
Life is nice on that
The only
side.
time I bought a phone was the Razer phone.
Yes. Oh, where is that device?
It's in my bag.
Okay. Okay.
What's it doing?
The screen's cracked.
Oh,
Oh.
Anyways, so
Michael.
So maximum potential, your screen card, we're using to play table tennis or something.
No, I put it on the table, it slipped and fell.
Well, Michael, do you use your phone to its full potential?
I dare say I do tend to push my devices to the limits they can endure. Sometimes a bit beyond, and I scale back because I realize I'm probably causing a bit too much damage to mine. I mean, I have on occasion decided to remote control into several PCs to take control of them. Sometimes hack the phone and bump up the CPU to get extra performance. Manufacturers don't like that, but then you always turn it off before they notice. A little fun stuff. Even now, I was telling the boys before we came on air that I may well start playing a game on my PlayStation back at home right now while I'm still on air.
If the internet will allow it.
Yeah, that's it. Then the mobile network will allow me. I can't say which one it is, but it begins with the which one is it?
Okay. Well, I don't know. I've had a few devices over the years, and it's actually a very good question. Today's question is a very good, solid question. It also jumps into the question of, do we need a new device each year? Because
Before that, I think we need to tell our users more about the new iPhones that were announced.
oh yeah, interesting. Yeah, nothing new. Okay, 3 cameras.
Nothing unexpected.
For us, it
For
is
us,
unexpected.
Yes, for us, it's unexpected.
For the general
yeah,
purpose.
to be fair, we do follow the tech news a lot,
Yeah.
and the reason I mentioned that it wasn't unexpected was because, unlike in the days of when Steve Jobs was alive, before a new iPhone launched, secrets were very well kept at Apple. You had no idea what was coming till the device showed up.
Yeah.
You could make no guesses whatsoever.
Oh, this one was actually caught in a wild a week ago.
Yeah, but those are the rare. I mean, even in Steve Jobs' time, I think
It was only one. Yeah, the
phone that
4.
was caught in the wild.
Yeah,
But
the
those
iPhone 4.
Yeah.
yeah,
iPhone
those
4
are
was
things
caught.
that do tend to happen. When people are people, they will make mistakes. So every once in a while, things to get caught in the wild. It happens with all devices. But in Apple's case, the leaks got so bad that physical units, short of actually working devices, were out in Europe. So everybody knew exactly
what
what was going to happen with the phone. We knew what software was going to run. iOS 13 had been in beta for months.
Yeah.
And we knew of the features that were going to come in there. Features that have been in Android and in jailbreak devices for a long time that are now coming as standard. But
What are
that's
some of
iOS.
these features?
Well, you're talking about dark mode, system-wide dark mode. So suddenly your phone isn't blaring at you when the lights go out. And what else do they add in there?
Oh, I mean, they are improving their File Explorer, which is still very interesting for me. That File Explorer is something to be excited about in 2019.
Considering
but
that
yeah,
Apple only added File Explorer how long ago?
like a year or 2 ago.
yeah.
But here's a catch. That File Explorer is not exactly very.
You can't really
You
explore.
can't really explore.
Yeah, you can't draw your way around that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just.
Come on. Well, you think Apple will give you full access to your machine? Are you mad?
But the interesting thing about these new devices is that I've seen a new trend that is coming up where, now the new lineup is the 11 Pro, and 11 Pro Max. last year it was the 10s, 10s Max, and the 10R. The 10R was supposed to be the affordable one, quote unquote affordable, like rolling my eyes affordable. But right now they've taken away the R name and they've stuck to the iPhone 11 being the less expensive or the more affordable one. Now, if you remember with the Samsung Galaxy Note that was unveiled a few weeks ago, the Note 10 is now the more affordable variant that is nerfed in the sense that it doesn't have the full capabilities that a Note should have, but they are using that name, and then the Note 10 Plus is what comes with all the bells and whistles and everything. And I don't know, I feel like it's a marketing strategy, but things are getting interesting where OEMs or phone manufacturers are realizing that if you keep the name the same, people are not that attentive to detail, and they would they probably see now, oh wow, iPhone 11 is 849 or 749. Oh, that's very nice. I'm just gonna buy it, and that helps instead of calling it an 11R and branding it as the cheap iPhone.
And people would wonder, what does it R
stand for?
You
Yeah,
really can't have.
But this time you just keep the name the same, and
then you just
fine.
bump it up.
Yeah.
So another thing too is that the iPhone 11, so it has 2 cameras.
Yeah.
We saw that in the previous.
Yeah, but this one has an ultra wide, so I'm happy for them.
Yeah, and so what does an ultra wide lens do? Why should someone be concerned that a phone has an ultra wide lens? I mean, iPhone users, they had one zoom lens, which is a telephoto lens, and then a regular lens.
Yeah,
now you have a regular wide and then an ultra wide. So the ultra wide.
Am I supposed to take that as a photographer, or Michael, you do it?
Oh, okay.
Michael.
Well, you know what? Let me take you, since not everyone is a professional photographer like you. Let me do it from the layman. I have long arms, ladies and gentlemen. So if ever there's a group selfie and there's more than 10 people in there, give it to Michael. Stand on one corner. Everybody is in there. But now, not everyone has access to me or my long arms. So what do? The phone manufacturer started putting in ultra wide lenses that show a wider angle of the picture. It's a bit more distorted because it is lens technology which we perfected over 100 years ago, and all we've done is just simply apply it to modern devices. So readjust the shape of the lens, and remember, you can't do this on the fly with phones. You have to switch from one lens to the other because phones are not at a state where you can change the shape of a lens like you can in a camera. So switch from a regular lens to the wide lens, and you suddenly, where you could fit maybe 10 people in a photo, you can now fit over 25 or 30 or more, depending on the exact phone model and specifications. So that's what it is. Because
in effect, when you go to a wedding and they're taking group pictures, you don't have to go all the
way back
you can just stand there and just press one button, and then you have everybody in view.
Or alternatively, you could leave that entire job to the wedding photographer.
Which, we have a lot of problems with those people, man. I'm not
so
gonna lie.
So if you're listening to us and you don't know the full capability of your phone, or you think that you have been using the full capability of your phone, give us a call. It's 0302 216 541 024 or 0244 340 437, or you can send us a WhatsApp or a Telegram on 0244 340 437. So Michael, besides playing your iPhone, your PS4 on your iPhone, the iPhone 11 Pro, 11 Pro Max.
Okay, we got a call on the line.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi.
Hi
Guys, how are you?
We're very well. How are you doing? We lost that one. If you're listening, you can call back. We didn't even catch your name, so if you can call back and then tell us what you use your phone for. So,
Yes, Spike, you're asking me a
question? I was asking you. So, what would get you to move from your current 10 to an 11? I mean, we're talking about what the current phones, the new phones
can do. And that's the thing. In all honesty, I didn't manage to keep up with the announcement because I had other obligations taking my time.
Yeah, responsible man.
Yeah, as you well know. But from what I'm seeing, the little bits I'm seeing, there's not enough for me to say, oh yes, I need to jump from this device. It is, let's say, 2 steps above my device in terms of computing power. It's several steps ahead of my device in storage space, which is the only thing I would really consider at this point. Beyond that, camera is fine. I personally would prefer a better zoom lens. That is now the telephoto
Yeah.
trend. But
Like other phones have up to 5x.
yeah, but
We've
Apple
got
are
another
not doing
caller
that
on the
now.
line, so just hold on that thought. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, Jerry.
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, so what do you use your phone for? First off, what phone do you use?
I'm using MI.
Oh, Xiaomi.
Yeah.
Which Xiaomi?
That's Red MI 6.
Okay, the Redmi 6. Great.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
what do you use your phone for?
Okay, I'm a graphic designer, and mostly when you do work and you have to send it over to people on WhatsApp and stuff, at least you need a very high quality phone that can contain them and handle them. So that was what I bought it. But I wanted to know more what it can do. The model, the RAM is 3 gig RAM, and that is the specs, 3 gig RAM, and that of the memory being 64.
Right.
Then the processor is 2.0.
Okay, so you want to know what your Redmi 6 can do besides what you already use it for.
Yes,
And you say you're a graphic designer.
sure.
Okay, so have you
I
ever...
had wanted to go in for either an iPhone or that of let me say Samsung, those S model brands. But
Yeah.
I realized they also have a very high quality brand of phones, especially their cameras and stuff. When you're taking pictures, you spot certain banners or posters and you want the idea or you want to show the concept. At least the pixels and the quality of their camera is okay. So that was what drove me to purchasing it, so that I'll be a little unique from the others in the normal market.
Right.
That was my idea.
So
I
do
would
you
like
feel
to
that
know
you're
more
using
about
your...
it.
So do you feel that you're using your phone to the maximum potential?
I still feel not the maximum.
So
But
about how much
for
percent?
the initial idea, yes. Because when I take pictures, at least, people even doubt if it's not higher than that of an iPhone spec. And when you do work on graphics, though at times you have to reduce the pixels to make it easy to send on your phone to other people and stuff. You can still send it and it moves so smooth, fast. And when people receive it, they complain your pixels is too high, it takes much of our data and stuff. That's so easy to handle it, process it very fast and stuff. So I can say for me and the concept I'm having, I'm using it about 50 to 60%. Probably it has more potential that I have not discovered yet.
Great, great. So we will discuss that and then tell you some of the things that your phone could do that you probably didn't know.
Sure.
Great. Thank you for calling, Jerry.
Welcome.
All right. So that's actually very surprising. Jerry uses a Xiaomi Redmi 6, which, if our listeners don't know, that's Xiaomi is a Chinese company that makes very good quality phones for about half the price of flagship phones. When I say flagship phones, the
You just said.
iPhones and the Samsungs and the Huawei's.
And Xiaomi is the company responsible for last year's best all-round smartphone. That's the Poco phone.
The Poco phone.
Yeah.
And our producer's phone, he's actually got a Redmi K20 Pro.
Oh,
And he says in a text message to me right now, it's the best phone. It's better than all the iPhones.
Oh, interesting.
Wasn't he waxing lyrical about the Google Pixel not that long ago?
Yes, he was.
Interesting.
So the Redmi K20, sorry,
Six.
not that, the Redmi 6. One thing, as a graphic designer, I've always also thought about designing stuff on the phone, directly on the phone. Like, I personally tried doing this using Canva.
Yeah.
So, designing things directly on the phone. And it seems to be okay. I mean, it doesn't give you all the flexibility that you get in a Corel Draw or Photoshop or an Adobe Illustrator, but it sort of gets you there. So, what do you think? He says he's using about 50% to 60% of his phone.
Yeah.
What do you think he could do that he probably doesn't know?
Now, I can't really give an answer to that, but what I would say is that the Redmi 6 is actually in the budget smartphone range. Now, the interesting thing about the budget smartphone range is that they just give you value for money, in a sense that the most basic things you need to use your phone for, here it is. So he's probably using everything his phone is capable of doing, because the Redmi 6 is about $200, and at the $200 price point, if he has photos that his friends are saying is comparable to an iPhone camera quality, if he is able to boot his phone, swap through his apps and everything, then he is made, because the budget smartphone range is just giving you value for money. And with what he said, I feel like he's gotten all the value for his money. So the $200 that he chopped, he's made.
Yeah, you know, that's a funny thing. There's so many things that phones can do that people didn't know, and I'll be giving you some of those tips in a bit. We've got another call on the line. Hello, Shem.
Yeah, Spiky.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening, Spiky.
Yes, sir. So what phone are you using, Shem?
Yeah, I'm just listening. I'm swaying a bit from your topic today.
Okay.
Yeah, last time you were discussing something about, it's been a long time though, about how to confirm a fake message or how to authenticate message on Google, but I didn't get it right, so I don't know if you could.
What kind of messages?
Pictures, how to get whether it's an old picture downloaded from somewhere.
Oh, you mean like the fake news, how to ensure that
Yeah.
something is not fake news. Basically, you just have to Google.
Yeah, Google Images.
Yeah. So if it's a picture, you can actually do a reverse image search by going to Google. When you go to google.com, there's an images up there in the corner, the top corner. You click on it, and it gives you the option to upload that image and then search for it in Google's database to see if it already exists.
Okay.
So you can try that.
Sure.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
And then you say what they say, drop that yam. Thank you for calling, Shem.
I would surely drop it.
Sure. So we've got a message here that says, I just found out my phone has a Chromebook. Please, what is it used for? I use a Techno Pouvoir 2 and I feel I'm not using it at all. The Chromebook, do you mean Chromecast? Or?
That's
Yeah,
a bit
or there's
odd.
a Chromebook expansion feature, which is not something really.
Because Chromebook is basically a laptop.
Yeah, running and
running.
a skin of Linux and Android OS, which is pretty much the same thing, but it's basically like a computer version of the Android OS. So I don't know, that sounds a bit interesting.
So I am Zuno. I'm an iPhone fan using iPhone 10 now. I use about 90% of what I know my phone can do. On a more serious note, I honestly use my phone well. Official, casual, and fun. Going for the iPhone 11 sharp. Zuno, now I am very curious.
Yeah, to hear.
You use 90%. Have you heard of the AR kit on iPhone?
Yes.
On iOS? Do you use it? I would really like to hear from you.
Have you used 3D Touch?
Well, 3D Touch.
Most people can't even tell.
That phones have 3D
Touch.
Do you know your phone has 3D Touch?
What is 3D Touch?
So, hi, Kobe, please, I have some concerns,
Oh,
which I very much believe this is very long. We will get back to you on this.
yeah, there's
Yes,
lots of
there's
questions.
lots of
Interesting.
questions that, unfortunately, are not.
This is deep. I think, look at this stuff. There's a lot of stuff to go through. I think
Yeah.
best you
We should leave him for the end.
join us in the Telegram group
yeah.
instead. This is very deep.
Yeah, we can help you with all of these, but right now, it sort of sways from the topic that we're
What's his
discussing.
name?
And
This guy's
Anyway,
Yeah.
an interesting thing, when we were talking about the ultra wide, I remembered a very interesting feature that the S10 had, because I had a chance to play with the S10 for a while, and that was the fact that when you were taking a picture, the S10's camera AI could tell you to switch. It has this yellow, so if anybody who is listening that uses an S10, it actually has these prompts. It circles it with yellow and to tell you that you should switch to the wide or ultra wide, and you should level it to this point, and when it's balanced and it glows yellow, that means the shot is perfect.
Yeah.
That's one of the few things that S10 can do, and it's a very interesting thing. It will help you be a better photographer.
So we have another call on the line. Hello, Ken.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, Ken.
Yeah. Actually, I'm using Camon T9.
Techno Camon T9.
Technic Camon T9.
Right.
Yeah. Actually, there was a time I was trying to store something, and they said they've given me some options whether I should store it on a clipboard. I
Right.
don't know what that clipboard is. If you can explain that to me, I
Great.
want to know what a clipboard is.
Okay, but before you go, Ken, let me ask you, how much percentage of your phone do you think you use?
Actually, I use it on Facebook, like to check my Facebook, Twitter, just Instagram, then maybe also check my payslip. That's all.
Okay. So we'll tell you about the the clipboard in a bit. We have another call on the line. Hello, Ben.
Hello?
Hi, Ben, from Ken to Ben.
Yeah, rhyming.
Yeah. Thank you. How are you?
Good evening. I'm good. How are you too?
I'm managing. I'm fine.
Great. So what phone do you use?
Okay. I just got an S10 Plus.
Right.
Okay. And honestly speaking, I not for any particular reason that I got it, but of course, someone dear to me just pushed me to get it.
Ah.
I just had to do that to satisfy her and all that.
Okay.
So you tell me, she is also an iPhone person, and so once we changed she switched to iPhone. I mean, these are the 10, the most recent before they announcing this one.
The 10s.
Exactly. Yeah, Max. So I had to also switch, and then it's crazy. So I unless you tell me maybe what
the phone can do.
It can do. Else I just had to back some more.
Okay, so what percentage, by your own estimation, do you think you're using your phone?
I prefer, let's say 30-40%. Yeah.
Okay. So, thank you very much, Ben. We will try and give you some tips to make you get
for an S10, so S10 Plus, so I know what I can do more.
Okay, right. Thank you very much for calling, Ben. We have another caller. Hello, Joseph.
Hello.
Hi, Joseph. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
So can you give me the name of the Geek Squad on Telegram?
So it's Geek Squad, one word.
Yeah.
And it has a blue icon with Geek Squad written in yellow. But if you can go on Facebook, on Joy FM's Facebook page, under the live stream, we have the link in there.
Okay. All right.
Thank you very much. But before you go, what phone are you using, Joseph?
I'm using the XR.
The XR, the iPhone 10R. By what percentage do you think you're using your phone?
I'm not sure. I'm using it more than 20%.
Oh, wow. That's a very, very, very low figure.
I'm not sure I'm using more than 20%.
Okay. So we'll try and give you some tips to make full use of your phone.
Okay.
Great.
All right. Thank you.
So, first off, Ken wants to know what the clipboard is. Now, before we even answer that, I'm a big fan of the clipboard.
Yes, it makes so much sense. And I feel like Michael may not.
He can't relate.
Yeah, he can't relate to what the clipboard is.
He seems to differ.
Sorry, because if you're not joining me on Facebook, I have an absolute look of disgust on my face right now.
Native iOS does not have a clipboard.
Yeah, but I don't use native iOS. I know
but
better.
You are a resident native iOS guy, so just take
he's resident iOS.
Yeah, but he should
I'm resident iOS.
So what is a clipboard? I am Michael.
Was this a school exam?
Yes, it is.
In any case, a clipboard basically is a storage area very common to PCs, where once you copy something, it just stays on there, allowing you to just paste it wherever you want.
So like when you're editing a document in Word and you highlight something and you do Control-C or you right-click and copy, it goes into your clipboard. Now, the beauty of having clipboard in Android, personally, the reason why I left the Pixel was because I liked having the clipboard, a temporary storage for everything I copy. So anytime I highlight something and I copy, it gets stored to the clipboard. Now, with a phone that has a clipboard, you can copy as many things as you like, and they get stored in a clipboard. So when you're ready to paste, you go to your clipboard and you have all the things that you've copied there.
And you just
select it and
just select it and you paste. And with the Samsungs, you actually even can store screenshots in your clipboard. Now, how cool is that?
I'm not saying it's uncool. Very useful, very helpful.
Yeah, very.
So, for Ken, don't worry. The clipboard makes your life so much easier.
It's your friend. It's there to help.
Yeah, so use it, and tell us how much you enjoy it. And Ben says he got an S10 Plus, and from the way he was talking,
he just got it just cause, which is fine. If you have the money, it's fine. You can do that. If you're listening,
Ben, you can do what I'm doing. Replace your laptop with your S10 Plus. It also has DeX. You can connect a monitor, get a DeX cable, connect a monitor, and voila, you can do screen mirroring.
Yeah.
If you have a smart TV in your house, you can be watching something on your phone and beam it to your TV. Easy.
And then on the camera side, there's a feature called Super Steady. It stabilizes all your motion video. So if you are running while shooting a video, it's not going to be shaky and all over the
It's
place.
So smooth.
Then there's a super slow-mo,
Yeah.
which is fun. It seems like a gimmick till you're using it and then you realize how much fun super slow-mo actually is.
I
Where
captured rain falling in super slow-mo and it was so awesome. Like
I-
the raindrops slowly.
I captured a wave crashing on the beach.
Yeah,
Super
you did
slow
that.
mo. That was super fun. So yeah, you can. There's a lot more. The most interesting thing about Samsung devices is they come with so many
features.
things.
You actually wouldn't be able to use 100%.
If
Unless
Ben
you are-
was a designer or anything, the Samsung S10 comes with Adobe Premiere
Premiere.
Rush,
Mhm.
where you can use it. You have to get that from the Samsung store, and I think it's free for Samsung S10 users. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff. Just take time and explore your phone or Google your phone and figure. Oh yeah, good tip. Go on YouTube and just search 5 settings you should put on your S10 or 5 settings you put on your phone, and you get from 5 to 20 people. There are people on YouTube that spend their time toying with their phones. So
I think it's also important we mentioned planned obsolescence, because while it is important that our users make the most of the devices you get, to make the most money, we should also be thinking that we are trying to insist that once you have a device, you need to stay there no matter what. Because if you try to do that, your life will become very difficult. Because that is just the way things are in manufacturing and how phones are designed and distributed and used. Every device has a shelf life. There's a point in time where it becomes impossible to use, especially if you follow the manufacturer's directions. And it's been proven in the past, a lot of manufacturers have put out updates for phones that have made older phones perform worse, just to make you want to buy a newer device, because they also need to stay in business. And there's a lot of controversy as to whether that is not a sound business practice, but it is the way things are. So yes, we're not trying to say that never upgrade your phones again, find what you have, be happy with it, and never move forward. But do consider that there is a limit to how far you can push your devices, as Winston discovered. Although his was an extreme case, 6 years for a tablet.
Yeah, that tablet went to a lot.
Which looked like a
so
floor
hello
tile.
Geek Squad. With my Pixel 2 XL, aside the superb pictures I can take, how can I exhaust it in usage?
To be honest, to be perfectly honest, the Pixel hasn't been any device for me other than what it's been marketed for. Hence the name Pixel for photos and cameras. It hasn't particularly caught my eye as a device I could use for anything other than regular use and having amazing photos.
Well, that's for
me.
I was going to say that what he can do is, if he gets a few stands and clamps, and if you're watching us on Facebook live stream, you can actually see me using a similar type for my phone. Get some of that, and then once you stabilize your footage and you can attach your phone to tripods and stuff, you can also start using it for cameras, as a video camera, not necessarily as a photo camera. Actually, that's where I do most of my photo and videography on phones. And if I need to zoom, that's where the big camera comes out.
Okay, so for Pixel phones, everybody's always talking about the camera, but it's still running Android. And Android has so many flexibilities that people don't realize. For instance, your File Explorer. I use ES File Explorer. It's a blue icon in the Play Store with ES.
Is this still on the Play Store? I searched for a few days ago and I couldn't find it.
Yeah, but I always prefer FX File Explorer. Much nicer, and you can add your cloud and network storage to it as well.
Same thing ES File Explorer can do.
Boo.
So the reason why I brought this up is that, unlike on iOS, on Android, you can actually create an FTP server on your phone. When I say FTP server, essentially when your phone is connected to the same network as your laptop, you can transfer files to it wirelessly, via the network, from different computers and all that on the same network. And that's just one tip. It's all about the apps. Sometimes your phone can do so many. People don't even know you can send things via Wi-Fi Direct.
Yeah.
Now, Wi-Fi Direct is faster than Bluetooth. Faster than infrared.
Yeah. Do we still use that?
No. So we have another call on the line.
Infrared.
Hello, Alfred.
TV remote.
Hi, Spiky.
Hi. Good.
What's going on?
I'm very well. Good evening.
Good evening.
So first off, what phone do you use?
I use a Pocophone F1.
Great.
Yeah, I'm currently running the Pixel Experience ROM, the Plus edition.
Right.
Very interesting, actually. Yeah, like
So by what
Gonna choose to
percentage
use-
do you think you use your phone?
I'd say about 40 percentage, but with every passing day, like experience, I find like a new feature that I never knew I had, and it blows my mind away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still finding out stuff, but yeah,
So what's the
About
craziest feature you found on your phone?
Google Assistant actually really blows my mind. I mean, I know you can do stuff, but
Mhm.
every single day, I find something that could, I'm like, wow, they could do that. Amazing.
What's the last thing you did with Google Assistant?
I think I said it's pretty basic, I know, but I just did I set a reminder in my calendar. I know it's very basic, but
Mm.
I normally do my stuff manual, like hands-on. I open the
Yeah.
app, I go in there, enter my stuff.
Yeah.
But I just set a reminder for this stuff, and it was done, and I was like, okay, that was super convenient.
Mm.
But yeah. Mhm.
That's great. That's great. I'm sure a lot of people don't know that they even have Google Assistant on their phone. So it's a great addition to our tips, and we will educate people on what it does.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for calling,
Oh, welcome.
and have a good
Alright.
evening. So, Botio Bote says, "Hi guys, how can I recover my Gmail account? I was using an iPhone 5, but I changed to iPhone 7, and instead of me to use my old account, created a new one, and because of that, I can't get access to my account. So you go to Gmail and just forgotten password,
And follow the prompts.
and follow the
Yeah.
prompt. Assuming you use your phone number, you will get a text message
Yeah.
of a verification code,
Or if you use your backup, normally you have a backup
email,
Gmail. Yeah.
not Gmail, backup email.
Email,
It could
yeah.
be Yahoo. In
No,
which
but
case,
sometimes Google gives you a backup Gmail that has a 2. Sometimes they just write a 2 to whatever it
then you've
is that's written.
actually
I've
experienced
never
it.
used it before, but I've seen it in my list of things.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've never used it.
Wow, never heard about this.
That's
Good.
new.
That's new. You learn something new every day. Like a friend of mine always says. So a lot of people are asking for the Telegram group. When you go to Telegram, just search for Geek Squad. It's one word: GEEK SQUAD. It's one word. And join. There's a lot of geeks there, and they can always help you. Hello guys, I've been using some Infinix phone for 3 years now. I have an iPad to complement it. I need to get a new phone, but my budget is 1K. Any recommendations? That's Emmanuel from La Paz.
Okay, now this is right
Before
up
that,
my
we've got
alley.
Freeman on the line. Let me talk to Freeman. Hello, Freeman.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
How are you guys doing?
We're very well. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, yeah.
So what phone are you using, Freeman?
I'm using Windows Nokia Lumia.
Nokia Lumia running Windows.
16.
No, I didn't quite catch that. You're using a Nokia Lumia running Windows?
Yes.
Wow. I salute you. You're a warrior because like you're fighting the tide of change.
And this phone has never disappointed.
Amazing.
I'm able to run Dog Shell on it.
Okay.
I'm able to run TeamViewer on it. Can use it to control devices remotely.
Uh-huh.
And it's a gold standard. It's rather unfortunate. Microsoft is killing.
Is killing it. Yes. Right. Yes.
You know, it's a gold standard. I'm telling you.
Okay.
The thing
By
is-
by what you're saying, I personally am giving you a rating
Look,
line. I think
look,
you're like 80%.
he needs a round of applause.
Yes.
He needs
You
an
know?
absolute round of applause.
We're giving you a round of applause.
Like that is a level we are
Yeah,
looking
that's a
for.
level we're looking for. You are absolutely plugged in.
yeah,
So, are you looking to upgrade anytime soon?
I upgraded the 10 Windows 10 version. I think that was the last upgrade Microsoft put up.
Yeah.
But I'm using Android, but
You still love your Windows.
yeah, I'm still on my Windows.
That's
I like
epic. That's epic.
It's just unfortunate. WhatsApp is also killing.
Support for it. Yeah, that's why I really respect you right now because like you're really fighting the tide.
Yeah.
Great.
So guys, good job, yeah.
Thank you, and thank you very much for calling. I mean, you're the real MVP this evening. So Adrochua says, "Hello, Spikey. I just changed from Android to iOS. How can I retrieve my WhatsApp messages, please?" Now, this is a question I've received like 5 times this week. It's that you need to use as an app. There's a program you need to install on a PC. So far, that's the only one that I found that can transfer your messages from iOS to Android and vice versa. But unfortunately, it's paid. So, I think it's from Wondershare. I can't quite remember right now, but I will, if you can join the Geek Squad group, I will find the application and send to you. But it's paid, so if you're willing to pay, then yes. We hope WhatsApp does make this, interoperability, if I should use that word, between iOS and Android a thing. So you people moving from Android to iOS and iOS to Android can easily move your data. Eric Chinry says, Spiky, the guy who was talking about the Chromebook on his Technophone, he's actually talking about the Chromecast. Yes, I thought as much too. The Chromecast helps to project from the phone to laptop or smart TV. Thank you very much, Eric Chinry. So if the guy who says he saw Chromebook on his Infinix phone, it's actually Chromecast, which allows you to cast, when we say cast, broadcast somewhat from your phone to your smart TV or any monitor once you connect a Chromecast dongle. And yeah, we have another call on the line. Hello, Fred.
Yeah, Fred. Good evening. My name is Frederick.
Yes, sir, Fred. Good evening. And what phone do you use?
Yeah, I'm using an M20. That's a African version of a A30.
The Samsung.
Yeah, Samsung A30.
Great.
Yeah, my version is I think the Indian version, M20. Especially made for India.
Yeah. So are you enjoying your phone?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it, and I'm using it to the max because the reason why, in fact, there are two things that I go for when I'm going to buy phone. It's the battery and also the speed, the processor as well, and also the memory capacity.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the craziest thing you've done on your phone?
You know what? Surprisingly, I can go to the extent of rooting my phone and putting a customized operating system.
ROM.
Let's say, ROM. I can do that.
Great. It means that you are 100% plugged in.
Yeah. In fact, I even always, any phone that I use, I always activate the developer option.
Right,
I don't know
right.
if you know that option.
Yeah, this one is plugged in. For that kind of level, don't you think the M20 is too low a spec for you?
Yeah, but because of the the money involved. That's why.
Yes, the budget.
Because I'm a fan of Motorola.
Right.
Yeah, Motorola, because of the RAM. Sometimes they have 4 gig RAM and what have you. And also the battery. I always go for 5,000 mAh.
Yeah, because you want the whole day to last.
Yes, exactly. You get it.
Great.
So I can say I even use my phone more than the 100%. I can say more than
like 120%.
Yeah.
Great, Fred. Thank you for calling. And if you're not a member of the Telegram group, I think you should join it.
Okay.
Yeah, you may be very instrumental to people. Yeah, just search for Geek Squad. It's one word. It's a blue icon with the Geek Squad text in yellow.
Okay, I will do that. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for calling, Fred. Now, the answer: Infinix phone for 3 years. He has an iPad to complement it. He needs to get a new phone. His budget is 1K. That's you.
Yeah, so 1K. Now 1K. To be honest, 1K is budget phone territory. So now I'm going to put my biases on the table. I'm biased towards Samsung. So I would recommend the A10, A20, and the M20. Now I'm mentioning these because these are the ones you can get in Ghana.
Okay.
So you can just walk into any Samsung store or any of the other brands that the people they work with and you get it there. I recommend that because it has a good battery and a very, very good display. And so that's great. You can also go for the Huawei Y5, Y6, Y7. They are all under 1,000. They are also good. Then you can go for the Nokia 3.1 or the Nokia 2.2 or the Nokia 6.1. All of those are under 1,000. You didn't tell us exactly what your preferences
or your primary use
in a phone is, so we can't really say that. There are Technos and others, but unfortunately I've never had any experience with those phones.
So if you're listening, Techno, come and sponsor the show.
Yes.
Give us phones to use.
Thank you.
So we're so running out of time. A lot of people are still finding it difficult to find the Geek Squad group on Telegram. You can just go to our Facebook live stream right now. Right under the live stream, we've put the link in there, the invite link. Just click on it. If you're searching and you can't find it, just go to Joy FM on Facebook and then look for the live stream of this show that is currently going on. And you'll find the Geek Squad Telegram link right underneath it. So click on it and join the group. So we've got the message here. It says, I'm using the good old S5. I have used it for anything you can think of. Well, Winston's using same. Screen mirroring. I have rooted it. I put Lineage OS. Okay, you are definitely legendary. I also put a Diodex version of the OS on it before, the split screen, etc. I think I've used the phone about 200%. Definitely
minimum. Like,
you have.
But once I saw Lineage OS, I knew that you were a man of absolute taste.
Yeah. And then you have an S5 IR blaster.
Yeah,
good
man.
on you.
Yeah.
Throw all your remotes away.
Yeah, throw all
No,
your
sorry,
remotes.
recycle them.
Yeah.
So, hi Geek Squad, please, I want to buy a new phone.
But I'm confused.
But I'm a little confused to the brand to use. I want a budget phone with 4 gigs, 16 to 64 gig space. Basically, I edit videos on my phone, so please help me. I love Motorola phones, though. Please recommend one, Nia Dama. So,
What's
editing-
his price point?
I don't think he put one.
Okay, he just gave
4
specs.
gigs RAM and 16 to 64 gigs of space.
Is that minimum RAM, like minimum specs or
Yeah.
maximum specs?
If you're listening, give us
A little more details. But you want to edit and stuff. Now this is
editing, I
actually
think you should have something that has expandable memory.
Now,
Very
this is a
important.
tip about memory that many people don't know. There's something called adaptive memory. Now, it is the ability of your phone to offload some of its core functions on the phone's memory onto the expandable memory.
Yeah.
So there are certain phones where you realize that you've put in an extra memory card and everything. Like you've put in a 64 gig memory card, the phone is 16 gig, and your WhatsApp is taking all the space, but it's not allowing you to move your WhatsApp to the micro SD, and that's because it does not have adaptive memory. So that is something you should really pay attention to if you are buying a phone. If space is an issue for you, you want to buy a phone with minimum space and want to use a micro SD, look out to find out if it has adaptive memory. Very important.
Okay, so we have another call on the line. The previous caller was actually Alfred and not Alfred.
Oh.
Hello, Musa.
Hi.
Hi. Thank you for calling Geek Squad.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. So what phone do you use?
So, Mate 20.
Mate 20.
Yeah,
A Huawei.
Mate 20.
Great.
Yeah, of course. I called in. I was struggling between, the Huawei and the Samsung.
Right.
And I was going to get the Pro, but then I realized that, Charlie, they don't bring the good stuff down here.
Unfortunately for us.
They only bring the Y and the P. But the Mate is better.
Huawei, if you're listening.
Yeah, the Mate is better. And if you want one that is good value, you should get the Mate 20, because if you check, you realize that the Pro is very expensive, the X is very expensive, but then they all miss out on a little bit of the features. Mate 20 sort of sits right in the middle. So if you get a Mate 20, the proper Mate 20 itself, you get the IR blaster, throw away your remote. You get everything. Basically, the only thing you don't get that the Pro has is, if you think about it, is the 40 megapixel camera.
Right.
And I don't know if someone who's not really into a lot of pictures, then you're good there.
Okay.
Yeah. And the X is basically just bigger battery.
Exactly.
And then the Mate 20 is the only one that has a radio.
Okay.
So then I can listen to you guys.
Ah,
I don't
that's
consider a
wonderful.
phone if it doesn't have radio.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I don't see why it shouldn't have radio. Yeah.
That's great to know. That's great to know. Thank you very much for calling, Musa. That was a very great submission. You have educated us a lot on Huawei Mate phones. We have run out of time. Unfortunately, people still can't find the link to the Telegram group. We will tweet it. I will personally tweet it. It's on those who are not on Facebook, it's not on it's on the live stream, but if you're not there, we will tweet it on how am I going to
Social
say
media.
that? Tweeting on Twitter. Yes,
Yeah.
we will tweet it. So it will be on Twitter. We'll post it on LinkedIn. We'll respond to your WhatsApp messages with the Twitter, the Telegram link. We'll do everything to get you in there, because almost all the questions that are coming is everyone asking for the Telegram link. Don't worry, we'll give that to you. Now, before we go, someone mentioned Google Assistant. You use Siri. You use Google Assistant. I use Google Assistant.
Hey,
Tell
what?
us-
I prefer Bixby.
And I use Google Assistant.
Okay. So let's just give people a tip on what you can use Google Assistant for.
Schedule your day literally from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep.
And then Winston,
For Bixby? Yes, for Bixby. Now, Bixby is very interesting, where you can actually...
you have just 20 seconds.
It has the ability to do multiple tasks, in the sense that you can tell Bixby to download this app and do a certain function in said app, and it will do it for you.
Right.
Yeah.
And I personally use my Google Assistant when I leave the office. Hey Google, how long will it take for me to get to the mall?
You just set off everyone else's.
Yeah,
You
I
know.
It always happens. So how long is it going to take for me to get to the mall? And then Google tells me, and I ask it driving directions. Where's the traffic? I can ask for alternate routes. So if you're listening to us, unfortunately, we've run out of time. Let us know in the comment section of the Facebook live stream or on Twitter. Let's continue the conversation. How much do you use your phone? What phone do you use? And do you think you paid enough money for do you think you paid what your phone is worth? Like, did you pay too much money? The show has been Geek Squad. My name is Kobe Spiky Nkrumah. You can call me Spiky. You can find me on social media at The Real Spiky. You can find Michael
on Twitter at M Ajete. Shout out to Ivan, my nephew, who just got into Infansipim. IT is the future. Take it on, my boy.
Unfortunately, you can't find me anywhere right now. I'm on the social media sabbatical. So yeah.
So yeah, up next is the news, after which we have Sammy Forson with I'm not going to say the other ones, Overdrive. So we'll catch you guys next week with some exciting tech stuff. It is the Geek Squad.